Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. We three are software engineers at Mindra, and let's introduce ourselves and let's tell you how our journey in Mindra was and how we landed here.
So my name is Janvi Thakkar and I have joined Myntra as STE.
So, hi, I'm Saili Salgaonkar. I have interned at Mindra, and then we all three of us got the PPO from here.
Same with me. We started with the hackathon, which we were not sure if we were going to win or not. We did not even know if we were going to get an interview after that. We just participated randomly and we reached to the finals. We came second and then we got an opportunity to interview. So let's start with how was the hackathon experience and how we went in. Saidi, go ahead.
So first we started with the hackathon. We got to know about this hackathon through Dare to Compete. So the hackathons consisted of various stages. So the first stage was the ideation stage, where we need to introduce what exactly the idea is. Then it was creating the whole PPT and understanding about how we are going to implement those ideas through using our technical skills and what exactly we can bring to the table. And the third was actually creating the whole product. So we were allotted like around 1 month for the whole process, I can say. And then we created the whole tool. So yeah, that's what about the procedure of the hackathon.
Jami, could you tell us about what was the product that we built for the hackathon and what did we do at the finals? What were our mindset?
So the problem statement that we took was of customer
Delight. Customer delight.
Customer delight. After which we all three had different ideas. So we thought instead of choosing any one idea, we would proceed with all the three ideas, and that's how we started doing. And moving forward, it was we even got a chance to talk with the mentor over here, who guided us that what should be the right path and what should we increase or decrease or make any changes in the final product. After which we became the finalist, and we got a chance to there were many teams, like there were total in the starting of the hackathon, I guess there were 6,000 teams, and till the finalists there were 15 teams, I guess. So that was the experience, and we bagged second runner-up position, and it was really a great experience.
So, from the preparation point of view, we did not even know about the prize, as mentioned before. We just started with one step at a time, that for now, this is the deadline which is given to us by Dare to Compete. So, we start making ideas, then curated into a PPT. We just moved one deadline to another. We did not even realize that teams were getting disqualified in the between. We were so clueless and so detached because we had our exams also during the period of the hackathon. So, we'll recommend all of you to do that you should not be aware of the result and attach yourself to the result. Instead, just focus on the process and try to do whatever you can at that moment. If you have exams, if you cannot make it, then set a weekend for the project and try to complete it as much as you can and move forward with it. And it's okay if you are not doing DSA or not doing development. It's fine, it's your own journey, so don't compare. This was ours. Okay, so now Janvi, tell us about your internship experience.
So I interned with tools and platform team, and it was based on cloud. So I got to work on two different projects, and the teammates and everyone was so friendly that I didn't even realize that how 2 months passed away, and I didn't even they didn't even distinguish me between their other teammates. So they didn't make me realize that I'm the most junior person over in the whole team. So it was really friendly environment, and I would recommend everyone to just participate in different hackathons, or just go with what you want to do in life. And that's how that was my experience in the internship.
So, Sairi, tell us about. We did get a PPO, which is okay. Before the PPO, we got a PI, which is an interview before we could join the internship. So, how was your internship interview experience, and what kind of questions were asked so that our viewers can prepare accordingly?
Yeah, so we were actually clueless about whether there will be any interview or something. So we were just going with going with each step of the hackathon. And after winning, we actually got to know, okay, so there is interview for the internship role. So there were 2 or 3 rounds. The 2 rounds were the whole technical rounds, and the third round can be the HR round. So some of them had HR round, whereas some of them had HR round in the technical round itself for like 15 minutes, like at the end of the 1 hour interview session. So the 2 interview rounds which were held, the first interview round, I will say. It consisted of questions of easy to medium level, like from arrays and string. Whereas in case of the second round was more difficult as compared to the first round. It consisted of array difficulty level was high, and tree, and some of even had graph related questions. And the number of questions in one interview can be like 3 to 4, or depending upon the difficulty. If it is a medium to high, there will be like 2-3 questions, whereas in case of there are like easy to medium level or something that kind of, so there will be 3 to 4 questions. Then in my case, what happened was I was asked even about like whatever the projects I made, so what the tech stack I use. Then some questions related to CNOS were asked, and even related to DBMS. So yeah.
Okay, so now coming to the prep for the interviews, Janvi, tell us, how did you prepare for these interviews? Which platform and how much time did you dedicate?
So I was really unprepared before I even started. I even came to know about the interview. So when I came to know about interview, I started with lead code. Then I tried to solve easy to medium level questions. I didn't jump on directly the difficult level question. That would just decrease your confidence. So instead, I would recommend you to start with easy level and try to move according to the list given. So try to complete array list, 4 to 5 questions. I prepared a target for myself. I set I tried to complete 6 to 7 questions per day. After which I tried to check if the time complexity that I used was proper or not. Is this the fastest or not? And if the code is relevant, or it can be changed or modified according to the time complexity and the space complexity. So it's really important not only just to code but it should be proper and well maintained, that it can directly go, that your code can directly go to the production. So companies always check that. So while using variables, don't use I, X, A, B, something like that. Use proper variables. That would help you really a lot.
What I want to add is just practicing won't be enough. I would also suggest that you should know how to explain the code to the interviewer. It should not happen that you are just explaining the syntax. You should need to elaborate like what exactly, how we are moving ahead. The approach, it should not consist like for loops or something. You should actually tell, okay, how this will solve this, and then you should go with like deep dive into the code and everything.
So along with this, we also had to learn CS fundamentals. So I think we all had it in our coursework in our engineering before, but I am sure none of us remembered it during the interviews. So we did go through some of the top interview questions which were asked recently in any interviews. Let's say I just searched on Google top 15 interview questions related to operating systems. So I just went through those and tried to understand. If I did not understand, I did watch a few videos on it and tried to relate it to what things I already know. So that is one trick which we used. And also along with this interview preparation and doing DSA, they also participated in more hackathons. They also won Google Hackathon. So would you like to share, like, how did you manage coding and web development together?
Uh, so, like personally, we both like more development rather than coding. Actually, what happened was Mindra Hackathon. I will say it was more during the placement time, and after like we got placed and everything, we were quite relaxed, and we were actually exploring what are more hackathons because we had time. So we wanted to explore what exactly is what are the various hackathons where we can participate and learn more. So there was like we got to know about Google Girl Hackathon, and then as we had time, so we explored about what can be done and everything. So hackathons actually taught us one like the most important thing, which was collaboration. So collaborating is, I guess, the most important thing which you will learn through hackathons. Janvi.
No, okay. So I think all of the freshers, even when I was in second year, whenever I used to hear the word hackathon, I used to feel that hackers are going around and doing something crazy. What will I do? I know nothing. So the way I started was I just went in because I was seeing my peers around me doing great things in development, machine learning, DSA or anything, and I was doing nothing. So I think that was a good peer pressure which I felt, and I just deep dive into one of our college hackathons and tried to understand what is it exactly. So then I understood hackathon is not hacking. It is actually a problem statement is given to us. Let's say build a website which is like lead code, something similar to that. So you solve it in whatever time frame is given to you with a team. So you don't have to build it entirely, but how much ever is feasible in that time, you just deliver it. And it is not just development, it is also how you present it in your ideas. So you learn a lot, and I would recommend doing that as well. So now coming to after our internships, we had 1 to 2 interviews to convert our offer, that is called PPO, pre-placement offer. And alongside that, we also had our normal on-campus placements going on. So we did have to prepare for that, and many people would not understand the importance of how juggling companies' interviews are difficult. So one day we had Myntra interview, the second day we had an on-campus interview, so it was quite difficult. So how did you all manage the stress, and how did you all divide the attention span for both?
So in case of me, what I did was in a second year of my engineering, I did more of internships. So my target was to cover as much as development, to explore the development side and everything, so that I can have more number of projects in my resume. So that's something. So the development part was cleared in this case, and this actually helped me even in hackathons. So and then in case of like coding and everything, my CP journey, I will say that third year, and mainly the third year and fourth year, I was more towards coding, like know much more about the development and everything. I was more focused on the coding and the CP part. So yeah, that's how I manage my coding journey and my development journey.
So even I would recommend that it is important that first any company would view your resume. So it's important to build a good resume. You need at least 2 to 3 projects in your resume, not more than that. So build your resume well. It would be great if you put a big brand name in the resume, but don't just fake it. It's really important that what you write in resume is true. You need to explain that to the interviewer that asks you that questions. So you really need to know what you have written in resume, what all experience you had, and write your experience, not the whole. So even we wrote about the hackathon, but we wrote our individual experience, not as a group what we faced and all.
So by individual experience, she meant like what feature each individual built. So because then you can suggest, okay, this was something what I built, this was a tech stack which I use, and that will actually help the interviewee to understand, okay, this person is has expertise in so and so tech stack.
Okay, so one important thing Janvi mentioned is don't fake the names in your resume. So we can see masses doing some internships from Forage or such companies. They provide, I don't know if they are legitimate or not, but I feel they are not legitimate that people are writing JP Morgan internship by Forage or BCG. These are not counted as real experiences. These are just, like some certification courses for a short time, which you can, okay, this is how maybe a company works. You just get to know that those are not internships. So don't put those in your resume. And resume is definitely an important thing which you should have during your interviews. And alongside that, Sally also mentioned about you should know how to explain the code which you have written to the interviewer. So for that, I started a YouTube channel, which I'm posting it on. So I just started with a friend randomly, and we thought, let's just start and see if people are getting to know, if people are getting to understand what we are saying and what we have written in the code. So sometimes I used to, I wanted to be consistent every day and just solve any question, be it two sum or just normal addition or some difficult question on lead code for graph or anything. I just wanted to be consistent. So each day, even I had a target of solving at least 7 to 10 questions, and then from that one question I used to do 2-3 times and understand it so thoroughly that I can explain it to somebody. And that video I used to record in one shot, however it was. I didn't care what editing etc. is required, because I had to give time to myself in other things also. So I just recorded it in one shot and I just uploaded it. So that didn't just help me but also recognized me on LinkedIn. Many recruiters approached me saying that, hey, we see that you have a YouTube channel on listed on the LinkedIn profile that you have, so we want to offer you this role. You can interview for this role. We all three of us got an opportunity to interview at Google, and that was just because of our LinkedIn profile. So one more important thing is that you build your LinkedIn profile very well and like and engage with such content only that you are resonating to. Don't just like anybody going to any trip or such kind of post, because for that you have Instagram. So just maintain a discipline like that. Okay, so that was it for how we joined Myntra, and until now it has been 5 days that we have joined, and it has been quite an experience. The office is great and we love coming here. It's just that we have moved into a new city and it is quite difficult, but I think if you hustle in the beginning it's better. So any parting views or any advice for the people viewing?
So I will suggest that this 4 years of your whole engineering. The only thing I want to say is first year will be something you should explore. Like maybe it's dancing or whatever you like, just explore. Second, third year you should be more focused about what exactly you want from your life, and you should collaborate, speak, communicate with whoever you feel that okay, this person is from this field, this person can give me knowledge about a particular thing. So just communicate the ideas, get to know more about know what can be done, and just go ahead. Don't think about I'm quite busy, my exams and everything, I won't be able to do it. To be honest, engineering is like you will be in exams and everything, you will be working even during night, so that's fine. But keep a schedule, do what you love, and then you won't think about that I'm busy or something. Everything will happen in a flow. So yeah.
Even I would suggest that just don't think that exams are coming, or don't just focus on engineering. Like, don't just focus on the curriculum that you have. Explore more, explore different. There are many different websites, and there are different YouTube channels who provide different courses or something like that. Explore there. You can even learn many new things. For us, Corona was really a boon, where we were not much worried about the exams or anything. We didn't have to go to college. We just tried to explore different things, and that's it. Maybe exploring is the key where you can get the success.
Okay, so that was it for how we landed at Myntra and how has our experience been. So I hope you like this video and thank you for watching.
Do subscribe.